We're back. Braden.
Travis.
And we were talking about genre sequels.
Yeah, solid sequels. Solid genre sequels that were equal or better than the already really good film that started it all. So, yeah. What are we starting with? What do we got here?
Jump to the next one. Let's go to Predator.
20th Century Fox presents Arnold Schwarzenegger. Predator.
Okay. I thoroughly back Predator 2. A lot of people, I feel that one's loved more than a lot of the other sequels, including the AVP stuff. But Predator 2, to me, seemed like it was in the same vein as the first one, but it wasn't trying to be the first one. I feel all the films after that, Predators, I feel that those films tried to always capture what the first one did. They tried to have the same motley crew. They tried to really man's man this. They really, and not that they were bad films. I enjoyed them. But I felt that they were always trying to recapture what the first one had with that really awesome dynamic cast. The
uber masculine.
The uber, 80s, just
over the top.
Oozing masculinity. The manliest handshake to date.
You son of a bitch.
Dylan, you son of a bitch.
Look at you.
What's wrong? The CIA get you pushing too many pencils. What's with this fucking tie business?
If it bleeds, we could kill it.
Right, got time to bleed. There's just so much gold there.
Carl Weathers is so dope in that film.
Carl Weathers is badass. They all are. That's the thing. Everybody in that film was
Jesse Ventura.
It just flowed, man. Billy,
You know something. What is it?
I'm scared, Pancho.
Bullshit. You ain't afraid of no man.
There's something out there waiting for us.
Another film, much like Alien, where the creature design just nail it.
And another Stan Winston.
Stan Winston creation.
And influenced by James Cameron, because James Cameron was actually the guy. They were on a flight together, James and Stan, and James Cameron, a great designer too. A lot of people don't really remember or know that he was in art department for years doing stuff with Corman, and he was doing designs. He matte painted on Escape from New York too. A great artist, killer artist, and so he was doing some cocktail napkin sketches there with Stan and stuff, and he was like, well, you should throw some mandibles on that. I've never seen that before. I think that would be cool. So he actually came up with the idea of putting the mouth like that, which became an iconic thing for the Predator. And really, it's true. It wasn't really ever seen before.
Every time I forced Liz to watch Arnold movies,
which,
by the way, T2 was the one that broke her in, and now she's like, I get why you love Arnold.
Oh, yeah.
But with that, the design in not only Alien with the facehugger, but with Predator, it's those mouths. She goes, I can't look at that thing. I'm like, what's wrong? You don't like it? It's not a cool design? She goes, they're vaginas.
Yeah.
They're straight up vaginas. And if you look, it's a vagina with teeth and talons.
Not only that, originally in Alien, they were having, they only had one slit on the alien egg, and they added a second one because it was too vagina-like, yeah.
Which is funny, though, when you watch Prometheus, they inverted it. Instead of having the vaginal creature injecting things into your stomach there, they had the creature a phallic symbol going straight down.
Just look at the size of that. What is it?
You need to stay calm, okay?
What's it to be calm about?
You need to stay calm, please.
12 seconds later.
Alien knocking you up one way or another in a terrible, unfortunate way. Amazing. Everything about that film, visually, I just can't say enough. Now, the second one, it didn't try to be the first one. It continued the story. There were some tie-ins. They switched
up the role of the Predator from the hunter to the warrior, which was awesome.
Yeah, and it was supposed to be an adolescence. He was a little less of a seasoned hunter, but he had more weapons. And so you got to see more cool Predator gadgets, which I loved. Danny Glover killed it.
Is this his gun? Is it scope with a laser?
Yeah,
is that what started that kick in the 90s where it's like, I need a revolver that's as big as my head with a laser sight on it?
And it had a massive scope. Yeah.
You know what's funny, though? In those movies, too, it kills me. Bond used to do this.
Yeah.
Is they shoot, not from the hip down here like a Western.
But out to the side.
Out to the side, and he was kind of like...
It's because the profile, man. They just wanted it to.
Like, who puts their hand up? It's like,
Does
hold
he?
up. Pow.
Hey, stop. Ah, gotcha. Does he do that in the films, though? I can't remember. Or is it only the barrel thing? Because at the start, he always did that.
That's right.
The jazz hand.
You did.
Right? Yeah, that's his victory dance.
Let's wrap this up. Okay, Predator 1 or Predator 2?
I'll go Predator 1, but Predator 2, I vigilantly stand that it's almost as solid.
Yeah. Good call. I'd go Predator 1. Sure. I hate to be that guy. The original was
whatever,
better.
man. I understand it, though.
Predator.
Yeah.
Next film up, let's hit it. 28 Weeks Later.
I love that franchise. I love those movies. It was, 28 Days Later was one of the first zombie-ish movies. That wasn't a zombie movie. It was an infection. They were infected with rage. It's
a zombie movie. I'm just going to go on the record.
Okay.
I don't care.
They were quick, though. Okay?
I get it.
That was one of the first quick ones and the quick thing. Now, that's not true as in, like, I know if you go back to Return of the Living Dead, there's running zombies. People like to forget that.
Why do you eat people?
Not people. Brains. It makes the pain go away.
Even Night of the Living Dead, I mean, the graveyard zombie still, I know they're slow and shambling, but the graveyard zombie, Bill Hinsman, still kind of runs up to that window and smashes it with the rock and stuff. 28 Weeks Later, 28 Days Later, what's better? 28 Weeks Later has got a solid cast, but so is the first one.
Yep.
28 Days Later, it was a smaller story. There again, following the trend of sequel being bigger. But damn, dude, I'm going to go with the second one.
Okay, I'll go with that. I mean, I could easily go with the other one, but sure, let's give it its due. 28 days, 28 Weeks Later.
Yeah.
Excellent film.
Absolutely.
All right, the El Mariachi series.
Okay.
First one
Desperado.
Desperado. All right.
I know Mariachi's cool, but Desperado is one of the most badass films of its type that was in that era. It wrapped up, like we were talking before, that 90s quintessential, just badass, gritty, cool, edgy, just action film. Everything was so cool, man. Antonio Banderas is badass as hell.
Was he not? That's such a huge breakout role for any actor. But I remember seeing that and I was like, I want to have awesome hair.
Oh, yeah.
Carry a guitar case with guns in it.
Yeah. He played guitar like a badass. Yeah, and all the innovative weird shit, like the guns, out of there, the cool sleeve gun stuff.
Yeah.
Steve Buscemi, his
Tarantino
shit is
had a
hilarious. Tarantino was hilarious.
Marine.
Cheech is hilarious. There's great comedy bits in there. Selma Hayek was just a brand new thing too at the time.
She was fantastic.
She was just great in there. The chemistry was killer between her and Antonio. Just talking about it makes me want to watch it. It's so good.
Yeah.
Even and the score too. It's good. They're both good, but that's Robert Rodriguez really got to do what he, because El Mariachi was such a small film.
Mm-hmm.
And produced on just out-of-pocket money and just really guerrilla and small.
Which, I mean, that catapulted so many careers. And so many filmmakers look at that as, the staple of this is what you can do with nothing.
Yeah. And 100% he championed that a lot. And, I mean,
so maybe,
I think
for the favorite of this, Desperado, superior film.
Sure.
I'm going to go ahead and back El Mariachi just because...
Just for what it did for film in general. Yeah.
In general.
Yeah. Okay, sure. I'm down with that.
So, in the comments, let's hear. I want to know what other people... Which films did we forget?
Oh, there's tons, man. There's tons.
We canceled out a couple because we were going a little long with it, but I want to hear what our audience thinks as far as...
you guys got to have some. Put them in the comments and we'll check it out. Maybe even do another video of these some other time because, I mean, there's so many. I know even when we were talking about this earlier, there were some throwaway ones. We just couldn't fit them all. So, anyways, this is Any Bloody Thing. I'm Travis.
Like and subscribe.
Braden. Like and subscribe, and we'll keep them coming.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.